All right, who is here on Veronica Alvarez? And who is Orlin Archaga, who you were in the car with? Who is that?
My friend. He's a friend.
What does that mean, he's a friend?
I
Is this a
mean,
boyfriend?
No,
Were you intimate with him?
no.
So how did you come to be in the car with him?
Because he was taking me to go get some tea for the kids.
So you're riding around in a car with somebody with a crack pipe or a pipe used for meth to go get food for your children?
So we have a single mother of 4 here. She's now being sentenced because back in July of 2022, she was caught riding around with a guy. At that time, she was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance. She was released on a $3,000 bond. And then a couple of months later, in November of 2022, that bond was forfeited and the judge issued a warrant for her arrest. So now here she is in court, finally about to be sentenced for those charges. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
I would like to, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Says that you followed the plea bargain. My client really didn't have a record, and I do believe it's a good candidate for probation.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
4,
What are their ages?
6, 8, 11, and 15.
How old are you?
35.
Where are your children?
My mom.
Child Protective Services involved?
He's already been closed.
Were your rights terminated? So what ended up happening?
Before I came in here, my mom had she told me, well, I talked to her this past week, and she said the case was closed, but I really didn't even ask her.
So you didn't think to ask her about your rights to your children?
The phone cut off. So we were talking about the kids and everything.
All right, how often are you using meth? How often are you using meth?
Funny how she's trying to act like she didn't hear the judge. You heard the judge. Lady, how long have you been a baser, a tweaker? Because you've been doing something. How often are you taking those substances?
I was using it daily.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I was there daily.
I don't understand what she's saying.
How often were you using the drugs? That's what she's asking you. You need to tell
When
me.
I was there.
How do you use meth daily? Do you use it every other day? Do you use it weekly? How often are you using drugs?
I was using it daily.
Do you have employment? Did you have employment while you were in the free world?
No.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's been a couple of years.
So how are you supporting your children?
Well, for my kids, I get the child support for them. And if I did work, it was temp services.
So you were using your children's child support to support you and your children?
Well, you asked how would I support my kids? That's
Kids or baby goats?
I would do, and then I had a boyfriend, so he was working.
And this boyfriend you had, is he the father of these children?
The last one, yes.
I'm not surprised that she didn't have a job. Her plan was to have all these kids and live off the government and child support. That's why she's got 4 kids and all these baby daddies.
And who is Orlin Archaga, who you were in the car with? Who is that?
My friend. He's a friend.
What does that mean, he's a friend? Is this a boyfriend?
No.
Were you intimate with him?
No.
So how did you come to be in the car with him?
Because he was taking me to go get some tea for the kids.
So you're riding around in a car with somebody with a crack pipe or a pipe used for meth to go get food for your children?
Well, he was just my ride to go and take me back home. That was it.
Okay. Does your mother not have a vehicle?
Well, mom lives far from me. Where I live at, she lives far.
So where were your children when you went to go on this ride to get something for them?
At our apartment.
By themselves?
No.
Well, who was with them?
My dad.
All right, half of this story that she's telling me, I find it all suspect.
I can smell it. I can smell it. Anybody coming here having used crack, I can smell it. I smell a little crack in you.
But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sentence you, because I'm sure CPS is, I don't know if CPS is doing their job or not, so I'm gonna have to do it. What is your mother's name?
Gloria Gaona.
Gloria Guyana? All right, the court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a TAP evaluation while in custody. And if the TAP recommends inpatient treatment, she's going to inpatient treatment. So it's following all recommendations of TAP. I'm going to run a referral to felony drug court. There's to be no contact, no in-person contact with minors until further notice, and that includes her children. Counsel, once she's completed drug treatment, then the court will always reconsider. I'm going to want the UA hotline upon release, weekly testing. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month upon release until further notice. And please tell them to look and make sure that there are no minors there. There's to be no contact with Arlen, O-R-L-E-N, Sandick, S-A-N-D-I-C-K, Gutierrez, Archaga, A-R-C-H-A-G-A. There's to be 120 hours community service restitution. I'm going to ask for intensive parenting classes. And once that's completed, the community service hours will be satisfied. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's $57 restitution to Bear County Lab for testing. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, if you want to count the field visits as her reporting, you can. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You're gonna have to start being a better parent to your children. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You'll be excused.
Yes.
I wish this judge could make all the unfit deadbeat moms of America undergo extensive parenting classes, because although they're mostly promoted as the best parent, most of these modern women are unfit to be parents in the first place. There's just no way that some of them should have ended up pregnant at all. The judge is making her get an evaluation so that she can get inpatient drug treatment. It's crazy though, because if she was one of those people impacted by those old Biden laws, she would have been sent to prison for a mandatory minimum of 5 years, and they would have said, forget your treatment. She's basically about to get into a treatment facility and then probation. But you know how many people got locked up under those Biden laws and went down that road? Just for years later, we had to find out his own son was a baser. But back to Miss Alvarez here. She's got these kids, she's not taking care of them. Her mama is now stuck with all the responsibility. That's really because she had them by multiple baby daddies and no husband. She's claiming that she was going to the store to get some stuff for her kids with some man who was giving her a ride. But really, she was riding around getting messed up and then giving this crackhead story to the judge. But because she didn't have a criminal record and the state offered her a plea deal, the judge went along with that plea deal that she signed. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this case. Shout out to our sister Trey Shell, as well as the brothers Ken and Jorge watching as well. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.